Yes guys, I'm back with another one. I'm just going to be having a little look at BTC today, having a little look at USDT dominance. I've got a few other things that I want to be looking at. High impact news today, a little news area what I look at, and just a few other things just to see what's actually going on in the market at the minute. You know, I'll go through BTC dominance, I'll go through Ethereum, have a little look at that, total 3, and others dominance. So yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. So I'm on BTC at the minute, having a little look, see where we're at, and these are significant levels that I've marked out in BTC. Obviously I've got the all-time high marked out up here. I've got other levels marked out, 99k there. I've got 82, around 82.2 marked out, and we are holding above that at the minute. We are holding above it for the simple fact, excuse me, this high volume node here, we're going to probably see a little bit of a chop going on around in here. There's a point of control there, so we are going to mess around in this zone, all depending on what comes out with the news. You know, Trump could come out and say I've got an orange face with a wig on, and crypto does that. You know, that's the sort of scenario that we're in at the minute with crypto. I've got a main point of control in BTCs around 96k. But what we're looking at is I've got high volume nodes marked out on the chart at the minute. And if I get these up, sorry, low volume nodes marked out, you can actually see where this high volume node was here. Where we came into it, we literally just dropped into this high low volume area around here, and then we have had a little push back up, and this is why I'm saying that I could see us possibly coming back into this zone here and having a little chop around in there. But like I say, it all depends on what Trump comes out with, because sometimes he's full of poo, as you would say. So if we lose this volume node here, we're going to come to the top end of this volume node. That's a fact. And we've also got a point of control in that node around this zone here. Like I say, I'm not saying that's a foregone conclusion. What I'm saying is, where we are at the minute is very hard to trade. Because if we do come into here and we do get bullish momentum, the next potential area is up above the volume node around here. I did want to show you my Atos charts, but for some reason it's taking about 3 weeks to load the data. I don't know what's going on with it, but I will do another video on that when I get round to it. So if we do move up like that and come back up into here, this is another high volume impact node here with the point of control around 96k. Getting back above these zones is going to be hard, because the stock market is also taking a shit, and generally that means that crypto is going to follow, unfortunately. So we've just got to trade what we see, and at the minute I can see that we are holding this zone here. We did drop below it, but we never closed in effect below it. If we had a close below this zone, then yeah, I could see us possibly doing something like that into this next area of interest at around 73k. But we haven't done that yet. So I'm going to be waiting for my next trade. And if we do come back into here, I will be looking for another short. I did post a short. I think is it that one? No, not that one. Is it that one? That one. I actually posted that short on my YouTube on my last video. I told people to get short in here. Put your stop above that zone there. And we're going to be targeting this wick. And it did it. It took, what? A few days, possibly. Just get that back up. Close that a minute. So you shorted on the 6th. And you hit your target on the 10th. So it took 4 days. I actually posted that on my YouTube channel to show people that that was the area of interest. The reason that area of interest was there is because we seen this Trump tweet, what he come out with. It came back below that high volume node where there's a lot of sellers sat, whereas previously we had a lot of buyers sat in here. Now these buyers have switched biased in here and went short. And you took, you know, it was a great trade. There were also another area here around 103k where you could have took another short. We had around 100k where you could have took another short. And it's the same on the long side with BTC. These low volume nodes act as a form of like support and resistance in effect. So below here, this low volume node here, around this zone here, I've not got it marked out, but I had the top of that volume node marked out and it actually aligned with the area of interest at around 52k. So even going further back to around where we had that low in BTC, around here, once we started to get through these low volume areas, see, it acted as a resistance, it came back down, fired back up, and then acted. It's basically the same thing that we learned when we first start trading. You know, your basic support and resistance. In my last video, I showed you that. Just a basic support and resistance can give you better trades. But if you also look at this zone here, where we had a point of control, look at the chop in that zone. But once we start to break through these low volume node areas, like around this area here, and then this area here, they are a resistance until the fire through. And then that fired through there, came back in, tested, and went off. So there were plenty of opportunities to get long in BTC. Like I say, at the minute, what I'm looking at, if we do close below, I'll be waiting for a retest, and then I'll possibly look for another short. I'm going to be looking for a short in BTC around this zone here. I'm probably going to have my stop well away. I'm probably going to be looking for something like this. Probably even going to move my stop a little bit further up. Probably put my stop around there. And it's a 1 to 2 risk to reward. I'm going to be aiming for this zone down here, around 66k. And that's what I'm going to be looking at, that sort of trade in BTC. So we'll see if it plays out. I'm going to keep it on the chart. I won't remove it. And we'll have a little look how we go. But like I said, today, we've got, let me just go through the high impact news. So today we've got a load of high impact news. We've got the CPI data. We've got on the Thursday, we've got the core PPI. So today it's probably going to be a pretty hard day to trade, unless you like trading this sort of volatility. I prefer my longer term trades to just allow them to play out. I think a lot of what's actually going on in the market at the minute is so like I said last week, I give you that trade, that short played out fairly well. There's a lot of fear in the market at the minute as well, just due to the fact that this guy's throwing tariffs on everybody. At the minute, he don't give a shit. He's just like, I don't care. But I think it was about around January when he was coming in, I did point out to people that I think that he's going to dump the market for the simple fact that when he ends his 4 years in the office, the market at the back end of his office is going to fire up. And then he can be like, well, look what I did for the markets, look what I did for the people, blah, blah, blah. His usual orange crap that he comes out with. And that's what I think he's going to do. Like I say, with economy, policies and things like that, it's, you know, that's what Trump's doing at the minute. And I think he did exactly the same the last time he was in office. So we've just got to be, you know, very careful to see what's actually going on. Like I said, I did want to show you Atos today, but I can't show you it because for some reason it just taking a mick. Fear and Greed, we're at 34 at the minute. Last week we were at 20. Yesterday we were at 24. Today we're at 34. So, not a lot of change really. This is another thing that I use to see high impact news that's actually coming out. It's called cryptopanic.com. You can have a little look at that if you want to, you know, see the news that's actually coming out. If we go, this is the latest news that's trending at the minute. We'll have a little look. So the post Bitcoin surge to 82k. ETF delays looming. Bitcoin reserve plans. Bounced back to 82k after dropping to 78k on Sunday. A small rally. ADA rose by 3%. So, you know, this is somewhere where you want to actually have a little look at the news that's coming out. We've got some more news here. Trump's new tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminium spark fears of market instability, with crypto investors bracing for potential bearish impacts. A really good site to use just to actually see what's going on. Ethereum, honestly, I'm not just saying it because it's dumped, but Ethereum is a really crap project, yeah? It really is. If you actually look at Ethereum and what it is, it's a pile of crap. So yeah, I know everybody wants that rally, but, you know, you've got to look back at certain areas. Like I've said previously, and I keep saying before, BTC, yeah, from this low down here of around 14k, nobody wanted to buy it here, but everybody wants to buy it here. That's, you know, I'm retail, and it just seems like retail are the ones that are just keep getting wrecked because they're just doing things the wrong way. They're buying shit when it's already halfway up. You know, that rally's a 600% rally from the lows. How much more do you want? You know, and I know people think we're in an alt season, but I can go to an alt. You needed to pick the right alt, not the wrong alt. And I know everybody thought, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna go to all-time highs in alt coins, but it's not sorry, but it's not the case. So if we have a look here, November 24, even going back from the BTC rally, the original rally, I think it was around, October 23, we had the BTC rally, yeah? Everybody thought we didn't have an alt season. I understand that. But that's nearly a 600% move as well. So if we hadn't had alt season, what are them moves? That's a 600% move there. November. That's a 250% move there. So, have we had alt season? Probably. I just don't understand why people are thinking that we haven't had a run. We have had a run. We've had a really good run. So even going to here, October 23, in 8th, RV, 8th, whatever you want to call it, 600% move. I know everybody wanted that. Everybody wanted, it to break all-time highs. But why would it? What's the reason for it to break all-time highs? If BTC does something similar to what I was saying previously, like it is doing at the minute, like we did have previously in BTC. So we'll go back to BTC when I can find it. If we go back to BTC where we are, and we'll go back to the last run in BTC, which is here. I did point this out previously. BTC run in March 20, we did a 1,000%, over a 1,700% rally in BTC. We then dropped. I'm just trying to think, is this when Trump was in office? I'm just trying to think. I think it was. It was when Trump was in office. And then Biden came in, didn't he? So we had that rally of 1,700%. We dropped down 56%. And then we rallied again 142%. So it just, to me, it looks very similar to what's going on at the minute. We rally, but the rallies are getting shallower. So that's a 600% move. We dropped 50. We dropped 30 at the minute. This is why I'm looking at these zones here. Because if we do have that correction, and BTC's got a history of that correction, around 45% is not something that, that could potentially... Because if you have a look at that consolidation, and you have a look at that consolidation, generally, like I've said before, markets tend to drop back into the range, to the trading range, just like it did there. If that's the range, it came back into the range before breaking out of the range and then firing off again. So if that were the range, and this is the range, the bottom of the range is there, the bottom of the range is there, it could be something to actually look for. Instead of taking longs on BTC at 102k and not seeing that we've gone up 600%, more fool you. And altcoins did some major rallies as well in between them zones. BNB, another one. If we're having a little look at BNB at the minute, from the lows in October, when you should have been in the market, It did a 290%. Let me just remove that a second. It did a 290%. And then has dropped 30%. BNB holds up fairly well. It always has done. That's just BNB. So you just keep an eye on these sort of levels, you know. It's like, I know everybody was thinking, oh, Ethereum's going to this, Ethereum's going to that, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, any normal person in a market, you know, if you're using this sort of stuff, isn't that a double top? Like I've said previously, that's a double top. So why would you think that it's going to go any higher when you've clearly got a lot of selling going on at 4,100 area? That it could break the all-time high of 4,008. Why would you not take your profits there? What's wrong with you taking the actual profits there? Just I don't get people's mentality. You know, it's the same here in October. We had the rally in October, and I understand because it's only 166% compared to BTC 600%. But people want BTC. People don't want this dead out project. See, that's my opinion. Nobody wants the dead out Ethereum project, unfortunately. Sorry to put that to you, but they don't. Why would you want that dead out project? You know? It's like here, when it dropped and did that wick, people have bought it back up. You know that everybody... Why would you not take that profit? You've gone from there to there. You've had a 40% increase. It's gone up $800. So why are you not taking profit there? You are going to take profit there, aren't you? Come on, it's not rocket science. Let's have a little look. Chain exposed. Let's have a little look here. Supply in profit is 80 and 19. No, it's not coming up. Oh, what's going on? You know, like I've said before, generally the rally ends up in here. And this is why I'm not doubting that BTC might have another spike into that zone. Because it's done it prior. You know, it come up, started to drop, and then spiked into the overheated zone. So if you're having a little look here, we're within that zone. You know, like I said, you want to be getting long down in here. You don't want to be getting long up in here. So if we do spike back down into there, you know, it might be another opportunity to go long. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see what actually happens. What else have we got? Gone through Cryptocraft, gone through Crypto Panic, gone through the Fear and Greed. Another little tool that I like to use is this, CoinMarketCap. So if you look at the caps, so this is just one that I've got up randomly at the minute. Go to the 7-day cap. So if we're having a little look here, so 23, 21, 18, 16, you can see as it starts to decline, the cap starts to decline. So, you know, once you start to see this money starting to, this is another thing that can show you, money starting to flow out of a coin. Money were coming in back over here. I don't really want to go to a month, but money were coming back in over here. And then look how it started to decline. Money started to drop out as price was stabilising up here. So that's telling you there, them big players that have made that, whatever they've made, they're coming out. There's another one that did it recently, Rare. Load. So having a little look at Rare. Look at the volume compared to the cap. I like it on candle charts. So if we're having a little look at rare here, you know, when it'll flat. Look at the spike on the 9th of March. Look at the spike in rare. On the 9th of March, massive spike in volume. This can show you that people are starting to look how flat it was. And then the spike in volume. Spike, spike, spike. And it just kept spiking. And there's still a lot of volume in it now. You know, but once you see the peak here, I want a peak, but once you start to see that peak in these coins, you know, 903 million volume, that's generally telling you we're starting to top in these coins. This is why I love to use CoinMarketCap. I love to use it. Because this is showing you people have started to accumulate. You have your spike. Massive volume spike. And then she starts to go down. Because people are taking profits now. So I'll have a little look on that as well. Like I say, at the minute, it's going to be pretty hard to trade. S&P 500. We had a parallel channel. And we literally took a shit out of that parallel channel. And like I say, a lot of this impact is coming from Trump. So we just need to be really careful with what we're trading. And that level there was a level that it needed to hold. I've also got another level here at 5.4. I haven't really marked out many more levels, but I'm probably going to be looking at that level there at 5.2. And then a major zone of interest is down here at about 4.7. But you know, looking at this isn't looking good. You know, it could do something like this today with the news. Back into there. A little fake move. And then take a shit all the way back down into there. That's something to watch for. I had another level of interest here, which was around there. And you see how you have these little fake outs, and then it starts to drop. And it didn't even retest that level. It just went. So little things to watch out for. The dollar. The dollar's also declining. I had this marked out. I didn't remove the markings because I wanted to show you I had this marked out. So the dollar were in a parallel channel here. It then came out and retested that channel. And I did say I thought it was going to come to take these highs out up here. It never got that far. But I was looking at that area. And then after that area, I was looking at something like this. So I was wrong with it spiking out them, and I'll admit that. But I was right with the way it's moving right now. And I know a lot of people are thinking, well, if the dollar's going down, then surely these should be going up. But that's not always the case. You know, when they're starting to print money, that generally devalues the dollar. So then people are going to be starting to put the money into higher risk assets. So gold's another fine example here. We're trading around the highs at the minute. We are still in a parallel channel in gold. So to me, it's looking like a lot of people are moving out of this, and they're starting to go into these. They're going into the golds, the silvers, you know, if we come down into here and hold, I'll potentially start nibbling at gold around here. I've also got another level of interest in gold a little bit further down, around 2.6. I've also got another level at around 2.5. So I'm going to keep my eye on that. Also silver. Look at silver. We had these movements in silver, and I had these levels marked out. Just by looking at it, to me, it's really looking like, look, we've got another channel here, parallel channel going up. It is really looking like a lot of people are moving out of the normal, you know, normal assets and coming into these. This is why I'm saying BTC may have another rally. I'm not saying it's over for the crypto market, but what I am saying is we need to be very, very careful with what we're trading at the minute in these markets. Total 3. Somewhat very similar with Total 3. You know, I mentioned it previously, and I understand people don't want to believe it, but you know, that's 1 top, 2 top, 3 tops. That's a triple top. If you trade that sort of stuff, same here. 1 bottom, 2 bottom, 3 bottom, and a fire off. You should have been positioned in around here. And a lot of people want positioned in around here. A lot of people started to position in around here. And it dropped. They probably closed it out. They've come back to market, had a little look, and thought, shit, look at the move I've missed out on. This is why I prefer the longer term trades in my trading, just to see what's going on, you know. But yeah, I'm going to do another video, like I said, on Atos when it finally loads up my data. I can't do much about it at the minute, but I did want to show you that. And I can't, unfortunately. So, you know, that I've shown you a few levels to potentially go long or short. Keep an eye on them levels. See what goes on. We are going to have little pushes up and then drops, little pushes up and drops. Pretty similar to what we've had here. You know, we have big moves up, we have drops. We have big moves up, we have drops. That's trading. Ups and downs. You just need to be positioned in the right coins, the right markets, and you'll make money. So yeah, that's it from me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I've got links for CWP Premium, for the free chat we've got there as well. Come and join us. There's Andre's Trading Journal, Mr. B's Trading Journal, and my personal trading journal. We've got James's Baccarat indicators, fantastic indicators. Have a little look at that. Slim's bots. We've also got a couple of other people that are doing bots in the group, but if you come into Premium, you'll see that. Don't forget to, I've got a link for Buy Me a Coffee if you enjoy my content. And yeah, that's it from me, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Happy trading.